Hey guys, remember when I said I was gonna play stories, Path of Destinies? Yeah, me neither. Let's do this. Starting the game will erase your current progress. Sure.
The infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. Then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
Alright. This game looks really good. It looks really fun, I should say.
The kid was looking down.
Well, I mean,
watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." "Oh, damn it." The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Of course. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? So hold right click to move. Got it. Alright. Seems easy enough. Left click is attack. Alright. Look at this game. You can play this with a controller too, by the way, so.
The two Ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey," Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The Ravens cawed and rushed at him.
Yes. I got an achievement. Come at me, come at me, come on, come at me. Counter. Alright, now let's teach you how to counter, which I failed. Okay. Hey, I did it. And he died already. So yeah, so the combat in this game isn't really... It's not in depth, I don't think.
Dropship flew overhead.
Barely played this game, so
they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
Wow. Just look at this game. It's beautiful, honestly. Hold the grab, release, aim. Okay, I can do that. Bye. Haha. Bye, lol. Oh, this game. Oh my god.
Oh, right.
What is
the
this?
Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship Docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels, or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere, and neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Reynardo going to get a hero sword?
Huh, I wonder what this chest here is for.
Or
open.
Wind essence? That sounds about right. I'll need a workshop, though. Perfect.
Will I? So it wants me to craft the hero sword, which I... Power, you upgrade the sword.
A hero sword.
Craft my first sword.
QED.
Looks badass. Hey. So what can I do with this sword? Yeah, look at me inspect it. Wish I can zoom in. Alright, anything special? Whoops. Resume game.
This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renado's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
To be honest, I haven't really been paying attention at the intro.
He came up to a ledge.
But,
it was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter.
Yeah.
Giggling at him. How'd you get across?
Peter.
He asked the kid.
Peter.
Where'd you find a hook?
Peter. Hey,
I
Peter.
hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid. Hey, look out behind
Hey,
you!
Peter.
Cute, said Renato. Oh, ravens.
Haha. More ravens. Okay, I can do this. I can do everything, apparently. Boop.
It was
And
time
you're
to
dead.
talk some sense into the
Alright.
kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was,
It's like
he
shit.
hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Oh, yeah. Use altar. Spanish. Each time you gain a level, you also gain a skill point. Spend your skill points on the altar scattered throughout Boreas to gain new powerful abilities or upgrade existing ones. There are 4 tiers of skills. The more truths you discover, the more tiers you unlock. Okay. Here's what you need. Oh, here's where the description would be. Going by the hook shot. I assume it's under combat. Or no.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Right. Posts can be hooked in order to cross gaps, so I had to press Alt and to hook or to pull enemies towards me. That's cool. So here I can just press whoop. Oh, that's cool. Whoop. And whoop. Oh,
And there
that's
was
actually
the
really
fast.
satisfying.
She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kestra run in 12 furlongs. Well, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book! Shouted the kid, and took off. No! Peter!
Huh.
But the kid ran for it. And a goblin
No.
nailed him with its ivy.
Rip Peter. Can I have some F's in the comments for Peter? Rip Peter. So I got some stealth mechanics here. So what if I hook him? That stuns him. Okay.
The book was unburned. Next to it were the buckles
look at
from
that
the
poor
kid's
thing.
shoes and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway.
Rip Peter. Let's have 80 health.
What
Okay.
was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job.
Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life!
It called. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Reynardo could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Reynardo had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper. The legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Reynardo a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Reynardo could only rescue him. Reynardo dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper.
So a couple things I want to say about this game. First, the narrative really reminds me of the Stanley Parable, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's probably a good thing because that game is freaking amazing with its narrative. And second of all, this game requires a lot of choices. You have to make so many choices throughout the game, as far as I can tell. So here's where we have to pick either Lapino or to build a Sky Ripper. You can't make new old friends. The rebellion was out of time and Reynardo needed a game changer. Even though Lapino wasn't what anyone would consider a game changer, he could come up with some harebrained schemes. Maybe rescuing him was worth it. Or we have option number 2, which is to build a Sky Ripper. The rebellion was out of time and Reynardo needed a game changer. An ancient artifact that defeated the lost gods would indeed be a game changer. Though it was split into 2 pieces many years ago, Reynardo could rebuild it by first getting its armature. Honestly, I'm gonna save Lapino. Cause, hear me out, 2 people are better than 1, right? Alright, let's save Lapino.
Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
Alright. So Lapino's in some hot shit right now.
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens?
Current objective, rescue Lapino. I'm going to do that next episode. Now, I know this one was shorter, but the first chapter was short. I don't know how I'm going to cut or do the series, so bear with me on that. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end it for today. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.